Okay. All right, we're gonna get started. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for joining us. I'm Clarissa Rodriguez, Chair of the New York State Workers' Compensation Board. Today's meeting is being webcast live for members of the public. Welcome, everyone. Now I call the 1021st meeting of the full board to order. Madam Secretary, will you please call attendance?
Vice Chair Foster.
Here.
Board Member Higgins.
Here.
Board Member Logan.
Here.
Board Member Williams.
Here.
Board Member Hall.
Here.
Board Member Osley.
Here.
Board Member Crane.
Here.
Board Member Stasko.
Here.
Board Member Tavares.
Here.
Board Member Caginelli.
Here.
Board Member Delon.
Yeah.
Board Member Delgado.
Here.
All members are here. Board Member Tavares is joining remotely.
Okay, thank you. All right, agenda item 1, approval of the April 18th, 2023 meeting minutes. Board members, you have all received a copy of the meeting minutes to review. Are there any questions or need for discussion? Okay, hearing none, may I please have a motion to accept the meeting minutes for the month of April 2023?
Yes, Madam Chair, this is Board Member Pamela Canginelli, and I move that we approve the April 18th, 2023 board meeting minutes.
Okay, thank you, Board Member Caginelli. Is there a second?
Yes, Madam Chair, this is Board Member Delgado. I second the motion.
Thank you, Board Member Delgado. Is there any opposition to the motion? Hearing none, board members, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. All opposed? Thank you. Okay, hearing no opposition, I am also a yes. That motion is passed. Thank you, board members. Agenda item 2, Office of General Counsel's Departmental Report. General Counsel Heather McMaster will now present the statistical and informational report for April.
Good morning, Madam Chair, Madam Vice Chair, board members. In April 2023, the Office of General Counsel held 15,425 hearings. 9,926 cases were resolved at hearing and issued 338 reserved decisions. 1,692 waiver agreements were finalized. The Administrative Review Division received 949 applications. It processed 818 of these, and there are currently 5,100 applications pending. The Legal Affairs Division received 104 full board review applications. It processed 131 of these, and there are currently 199 pending. Thank you.
Thank you, Heather. Board members, are there any questions or need for discussion? Okay, hearing none, may I please have a motion to accept the Office of General Counsel's departmental report?
Yes, Madam Chair, this is Board Member Pamela Canginelli, and I move that we approve the Office of General Counsel Department Report.
Okay, thank you, Board Member Caginelli. Is there a second?
Yes, Madam Chair, this is Board Member Delgado. I second the motion.
Thank you, Board Member Delgado. Is there any opposition to the motion? Okay, hearing no opposition, board members, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. All opposed? Okay, seeing and hearing no opposition, I'm also a yes. That motion is passed. Thank you. Agenda item 3, license applications. Supervising Attorney Patrick Cremo will now present the licensing applications for the month of April.
Good morning, Chair Rodriguez, Vice Chair Foster, board members and colleagues. You have before you the recommendations from the assigned board panel regarding the licensing applications listed in Part 3 of your agenda today. Section 24A, there are none. Section 53B, Marilee L. Denz, individual license, 3-year renewal. CompCare Services, LLC, section qualifying officer William Jones, Esquire, 1-year advance. And under 53D, Cottingham and Butler Claim Services, Inc., qualifying officer William Jones, 1 year. I present these recommendations to the board for your consideration.
Thank you, Patrick. Board members, are there any questions or need for a discussion? Okay, hearing none. Board members all in favor, please say aye.
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 Oh, sorry, I forgot to ask for a motion. Strike that. May I please have a motion to accept the licensing recommendations?
Yes, Madam Chair, this is Board Member Pamela Canginelli, and I recommend, I move that we approve the licensing application as recommended by Patrick Cremo today.
Thank you. Thank you, Board Member Caginelli. Is there a second?
Yes, Madam Chair, Board Member Delgado, I second the motion.
Thank you, Board Member Delgado. Is there any opposition to the motion? Okay, hearing no opposition, board members all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. All opposed? Again, hearing none, I am also a yes, that motion is passed. Thank you,
Thank you,
Patrick.
Chair Rodriguez.
Agenda item 4, legal appeals. General Counsel Heather McMaster will now present the recommendations concerning decisions by the Appellate Division.
With respect to items 4A through 4F, it is the Office of General Counsel's recommendation to adopt the decisions of the court as the decisions of the board.
Thank you, Heather.
Board members, may I please have a motion to accept the recommendations of the Office of General Counsel?
Need a motion, right?
Yes.
Yes, Madam Chair, this is Board Member Pamela Canginelli, and I recommend that I move that we approve the Office of General Counsel's recommendation regarding legal appeals.
Thank you, Board Member Caginelli. Is there a second?
Yes, Madam Chair, Board Member Delgado, I second the motion.
Thank you, Board Member Delgado. Is there any opposition to the motion? Okay, hearing no opposition, board members all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? I am also a yes, that motion is passed. Thank you again, Heather. Agenda item 5, mandatory full board review. We have case 5A, Department of Transportation, case number G3104807. Board members, is there a motion with respect to 5A on the agenda?
Yes, Madam Chair. This is Board Member Mark Higgins, and I move that the opinion of the dissent be adopted as the opinion of the full board.
Thank you, Board Member Higgins. Is there a second?
Yes, Madam Chair, Board Member Sam Williams, I second that motion.
Thank you, Board Member Williams. Is there any opposition to the motion?
Yeah, Board Member Crane, opposition.
Okay. In light of the opposition, I call upon the Secretary for a roll call vote.
Board Member Osley,
No.
Board Member Caginelli,
No.
Board Member Crane,
No.
Board Member Delgado,
Yes.
Board Member Delon,
Yes.
Board Member Higgins,
Yes.
Board Member Hull,
Yes.
Board Member Logan,
Yes.
Board Member Stasko,
No.
Board Member Tavares,
Yes.
Board Member Williams,
Yes.
Chair Foster?
No.
Chair Foster? No. And Chair Rodriguez?
No.
It is 6 and 7. The dissent is passed.
Okay, thank you. Next is agenda item 6, cases for discretionary full board review. I now turn this portion of the agenda over to Vice Chair Foster.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For the case listed in item 6 on your agenda, it has been recommended that full board review be granted. That case is matter of Docks Green Correctional Facility. This also pertains to case number G257912. I move to refer the case back to the respective panels for further consideration.
Okay, thank you, board members. Is there a second? Or thank you, Vice Chair Foster. Is there a second? I don't know what's going on today.
Yes. Board Member Delgado, I second the motion.
Thank you, Board Member Delgado. Are there any recusals from this matter? Is there any opposition to the motion? Okay, hearing no opposition, board members all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, hearing no opposition, I am also a yes, that motion is passed. Thank you, Vice Chair Foster. Okay, board members, is there any other business today? All right, hearing none, we'll move on to our guest speaker. Barbie Badisher McGrath the workers' comp boards from the workers' comp board's claims unit. Now, Barbie has been with the board since 1998, holding various positions, and is currently a Program Manager 3, overseeing a number of areas, including Capital District claims, no insurance discrimination, and disability benefits. During that time, Barbie worked to increase efficiencies in disability benefits by revising the disability forms, developing a new disability claim system, and revising the processing of claims for disability benefits for claimants on unemployment and requests for review of carrier rejections. In addition, she was part of a small working team to update the disability regulations, which were just adopted earlier this month. Thank you so much for being here, Barbie.
Thank you, Madam
Welcome.
Chair. Good morning, board members. Good morning, guests. I am pleased to give you a brief presentation of an overview of the Disability Benefits Unit. Next slide. Today we're going to discuss the disability benefits, the paid family leave, and the discrimination, and how the disability benefits administers those claims. Next slide. The Disability Benefits Unit consists of 12 staff located in Schenectady and Manans. The Disability Benefits Unit processes claims for disability benefits, paid family leave, World Trade Center volunteers, which are considered workers' compensation claims, and discrimination cases for both workers' compensation and paid family leave. The unit determines whether or not a claim should be paid out of the Special Fund for Disability in the event of a disability claim, and they answer call center inquiries if somebody has questions about their claim or about the process. Next slide. Next slide. Disability benefits law provides a weekly benefit to replace lost wages in the event that somebody gets injured off the job. No disability is payable for injuries that occur in the course of employment. While pregnancy is not normally considered a disability, it is for disability benefits purposes. You are entitled to disability benefits for 4 weeks prior to your estimated due date, and then for 6 weeks after, or it could be 8 weeks, depending on the type of work. Benefits are covered through an employer's disability insurance carrier, or an employer may be self-insured. Next slide. Disability only provides the cash benefit. There's no medical coverage for disability benefits. The benefits are 50% of the claimant's average weekly wage for the max of $170 per week. Disability benefits are subject to Social Security and Medicare taxes, unlike workers' compensation, which is not. Benefits are paid for a maximum of 26 weeks during any 52-week period, providing there's medical to support that period of disability. Workers cannot collect disability benefits and paid family leave at the same time, and the total of both benefits cannot exceed 26 weeks in a 52-week period. Next slide. An employer is allowed, but not required, to take a contribution from employees to pay for the disability benefit. A person with more than one job at the same time may request that each employer reduce the contribution that they are taking in order to provide the benefit, because there is a cap in what contributions can be taken from an employee. Next slide. An employer can elect to obtain disability benefits coverage through an insurance carrier, or they can elect to be self-insured. If they want to be self-insured, they have to apply with the board for that coverage. A self-insurance plan has to be approved by the board, and all plans must exceed or at least meet the statutory requirements for disability benefits law. Next slide. If the worker is employed, there's a 7-day waiting period for disability benefits. If they're disabled for more than 7 days, the employer has to give the employee a statement of rights, letting them know how to claim disability and what their rights are under the law. Next slide. If the worker is unemployed for less than 4 weeks, then the benefit is paid by the insurance carrier for the last employer of that employee. If the claimant is more than 4 weeks from their last day worked and they're collecting or eligible for unemployment benefits, Then the disability benefit is paid by the special fund for disability benefits, which is a fund at the board. Next slide. There are certain things that can affect eligibility for disability benefits. An auto accident, if you have an auto accident, there could be an offset with your no-fault benefits and the disability benefit if there's lost time. Quitting a job can affect your right to disability benefits because you have to be ready, willing, and able to work for unemployment, and you have to be eligible for unemployment in order to collect disability benefits. Disqualification of unemployment could be a little bit different. If you're disqualified from receiving unemployment benefits, that could render you ineligible for disability benefits. So if you're on unemployment and your benefits run out, you are no longer entitled to disability benefits either, because you have to be collecting or eligible to collect disability benefits. Surgery, benefits are payable for surgery unless it's an elective surgery, in which case benefits would not be payable. Next slide. Paid family leave. Next slide. Paid family leave is a benefit intended to allow somebody to bond with a child, care for sick family members, and assist loved ones when a family member is deployed abroad. Next. Thank you. Eligible employees may take up to 12 weeks of leave for the paid family leave benefit. However, it cannot be paid at the same time as disability benefits, and the paid family leave and the disability benefit cannot be more than 26 weeks in a 52-week period. The average weekly wage is based on the last 8 weeks of pay prior to taking the leave, and the maximum benefit right now is $1,131.08. Leave can be taken all at once for paid family leave. It can be taken intermittently, but it must be taken in full day increments. Coverage is generally provided by an employer's disability benefits carrier. Next slide. An employer can obtain coverage as a rider on their existing disability policy, or they can elect to become self-insured. They can apply to the board, or they can add a rider to their disability benefits policy, but if they are self-insured for disability benefits, they can elect to buy a paid family leave policy. Next slide. Paid family leave is fully funded through employee contributions. The payroll contribution is 0.455 of an employee's gross wage each period, capped at an annual maximum of $399.43. If an employee earns less than the New York State average weekly wage, their annual contribution will be less than the cap. Next slide. Most employees who work for a private employer are covered. Public employers may opt in. Public employees represented by a union may be covered if paid family leave is negotiated as part of their contract. Next slide. Employees who work for covered employers become eligible to take paid family leave after meeting the requirements. So for full-time employees, that's 26 weeks of consecutive work. For part-time employees, they must work 170 days with the same employer. Those days do not need to be consecutive. Citizenship and or immigration status is not a factor in eligibility. Next slide. And discrimination. The law prohibits employers from discriminating against their employees for filing a workers' compensation claim or attempting to file a workers' compensation claim or a disability benefits or paid family leave claim. There are some non-discriminatory reasons an employer may terminate a worker. However, an employee, if they feel discriminated against, has the right to file a claim to be heard by the board. Next slide. If the workers' compensation law judge finds improper termination, the board will order the claimant be restored to their previous position and any lost privileges that they may have lost due to the termination. The employer may also be required to pay for any compensation that was lost as a result of that discrimination. Next slide. One thing that is not covered with discrimination, which sometimes confuses people, is the American with Disabilities Act. It's a federal law that prohibits discrimination against disabled employees, and that is overseen by the United States Department of Labor. Next slide. For more information about disability benefits, it can be found on our website at wcb.ny.gov. More information about paid family leave is available at our website, paidfamilyleave.ny.gov. Next slide. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbie. That was a great presentation. Thank you so much for updating us. Okay,
Madam Chair, may I?
yes.
Just for the record and for clarity, I just wanted to restate the discretionary item 6A. It's rare for us to have two case numbers for one case. I just want to restate item 6A. The case number is G1210781, and it also pertains to case G2457912, and it is the matter of Docks Green Correctional Facility. Okay.
Thank you so much for
Thank
correcting
you.
the record, Vice Chair Foster. Okay. Now may I have a motion to please adjourn today's meeting?
Yes, Madam Chair, this is Board Member Pamela Caginelli, and I wish to adjourn the meeting.
Okay, thank you so much, Board Member Caginelli. Is there a second?
Yes, Madam Chair, Board Member Delgado, I second the motion.
Okay, excellent. Is there any opposition to the motion? All right, hearing none, board members, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Hearing no opposition, I am also a yes. That motion passes. Thank you. Meeting adjourned, everyone. Have a great afternoon. Safe.